Okay, we're here with Paul Mueller on February 9th. Where's my map? I'm trying to set something down. I never know where to put it. Hold on. We pause for a second to find the microphone. Here it is. There it is. Okay, test 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's sort of the outline of what I'm going to go through today.
Great.
How much time do you have?
Well, I'm not a fan of the car rental place I rented from, Avis on 4th Avenue South. I said, well, okay, so traffic on I-5 northbound between 4 and 5 p.m. is totally unpredictable.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna suck probably no matter what.
Exactly. I mean, can I finish my lesson at 2:30 and then I'll be certain to be back? Sure, but
Let's set a time. Let's aim for a time limit.
Well, 3 would be a good time limit, and that gives me a chance of dropping the rental vehicle back and removing the $200 block on my card and paying the $30.
So 3 is our deadline. So we're starting really well. The setup was part of the lesson, so we started about 25 after.
Okay.
Now we're at 20 before 1. Yeah. All right. So let's just talk a little bit briefly about the structure of this Enon tuning. It's basically major chords, and then some other oddball things in there too. So we will talk about those other notes. So from top down, you got this is going to be a major second, string 2, string 1. String 2 is going to be a major 7th. String 4 is the root, okay? String 4 and 8 are the root of an E. Okay. So then string 2 is the, I lowered, that'd be a flat 7 note, but really when it's open, it's just a major 7. Here's the root. Root, 7s, root. Okay. String 3 is the major 3rd. String 1 is the 2nd. So that's how you get some pretty notes out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got, let's go down to string 9. That's a flat 7 already.
Yes, right.
And your knee level will lower that half step to the 6th.
Okay.
Major 6. 5, 6, 1, 2. Yeah, so string 7 is another F sharp, an octave below the string 1. 3 and 6 is the major 3rd. Is that making sense?
Yep.
Holler if I'm going too fast or too slow or whatever,
No,
this is your time.
A lot of it is intuitive in that these 4 in the middle here are the sort of bread and butter.
Yeah,
that's
right. They really are, yeah.
So that's your, on a C6 tuning, these are your top 2 strings, which form a major 3rd.
Okay, right.
And then to deal with that, if you don't want a slant bar, then
which we hardly ever do on pedal steel. That's what the pedals and levers are for.
Exactly.
It makes it more accurate and easier and just,
once you know what they are.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So, I'm doing things like this, for instance. Oop. So walk down type things where I use the lever to approximate that slant bar.
I played lap steel for about a year or 2 at most.
That's
and then I heard this, whoa, what's that,
Yeah.
And like most of us, whatever that is, I gotta play that. I gotta make that sound,
Yeah, absolutely. So these 4 make sense to me, and then these alternating 3 down here. And I understand that this is the dominant 7th, the flatted 7th of the chord.
Right.
This one here. But this one.
If you want to play dominant 7th, you might play strings 5, 6. Here's the 5th and the 3rd, and the string 9 and the dominant 7. Just leave out the root.
Okay.
Let's check our tuning. Here's my E. String 4. It's a little flat.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, up is that way on the strings. There we go. Here we go. Concert E.
Okay.
Let's do string 8, and then just octave lower. No, that's string 7. Make it match your string 4.
Where am I? No.
Let's keep getting close. Okay, good. You can always check it by harmonics too. If you hit string 4 open and hit string 8 at fret 12, that's the same exact note. So here's your source note for string 4, and hit string 8. Adjust that to string 4. Okay.
So, it's a little sharp, don't you think?
A little bit. Again, you'll get the hang of those. That's string 7.
Sorry. Wait.
The 1 to your right. That's string 8.
Yes, right. That's better.
Yeah, but hit your source first, your reference, and then that. So it's really no different than tuning your lap steel.
Well, I have a digital tuner that I'm quite
Yeah.
fond of.
Well, normally you would have that here and we'd use it, but we're just learning how to understand the instrument a little bit better here. Okay, that's good enough. Pretty close. At home, you can use your tuner, dial it in, right?
Sure.
Okay, and then let's get strings 5 and 10 now. So here's my string 5. Now again, I'm going to check our harmonics. Yeah, okay. So here's my 5.
1, 2, 3.
Get rid of those beats. Wrong one. There you go. Okay, sounds great. And then just tune string 5 by ear, or hit that harmonic at fret. Yeah, hit string 5 open, and then string 10 at fret 12. Yeah, you gotta make sure those notes ring. They can't die out.
How's that sound to you?
Yeah. So strings 4 and 5, 4 and 8, and then 5 and 10. You're playing E's first, 4 and 8. Let them ring.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then 5 and 10.
Sounds just
And
a
again,
little sharp.
Yeah, there's my E again, string 4. Too far. Let's turn you up in the. Turn around your amp volume is right above where the cord's plugged in. Let's turn it a little higher, right there. Yeah. Turn yourself a little more volume.
Just point it away. Okay.
All right, we're getting close.
Sounds better.
Okay. And we'll tune the major thirds on string 3 and 6 by ear. This is the hardest note to get because most of us tune it a little bit flat from 440. That way it'll be more of a natural harmonic with the other strings.
Right.
Here's my at string 3. 3?
1, 2, 3. Yes.
When you start working with picks, then you'll be able to find those strings a lot more easily. Your fingers are kind of clumsy getting in and out of these, because these are tightly spaced, unlike your lap steel.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Make those harmonics, make those beats go away.
1, 2, 3.
Here's my reference. There you go. Yeah. So it's 3 and 6. 3 and 6 should match.
That's pretty close.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to put a mic on you too, so hear you in this video.
Okay.
Pardon me, pardon me.
Sure, sure.
Stand still. Right. She does this pretty well in the video. Probably steel too. All right, that's off a good start. Well, we can worry about strings 9 and the others later on.
Right.
We'll deal with that another time. But let's talk about how to hold the bar. Let's do that first. Now I've got powder coated bars. I had a stroke about 7 years ago, and so my left side got affected. So this is weak, so I use a lighter bar.
Right.
It's powder coated, not a steel bar. I've got plenty of steel bars, that's for sure.
Sure. Well, I only have 2, so if you want to sell anything, let me know.
Well, yeah. Well, I think your Dunlop bar is going to hold you for a good long time. I played with Dunlop for many years.
Okay.
Yeah. It gets into sort of finessey, boutique bullshit. Steel players down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to try that new pick, or that finger pick, or that bar, Oh,
right.
Oh, the bar is fabulous. It's way better than the other ones. It's bullshit,
Right.
It's
a piece of metal.
We're convincing ourselves really is what it is. And we get bored and want to buy some new gear, so we buy a bar or a new volume pedal or something.
I suppose you've heard it called gas.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah. We're all guilty of that too. There's a whole forum, the Steel Guitar Forum. Have you been on there yet?
Yeah.
Go ahead and join it. It's $5 for your whole life. It's really cheap.
Okay.
And that way you can ask questions and bid on things and
right.
Not just a passive thing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just a spectator at this point.
Yeah, I was too for many years. Okay, so the way to hold the bar is you just kind of get your index finger on top of it, and you're going to nestle the bar between your middle finger and your thumb. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
And that way you have much better control.
See, I've been going almost even. But you're
Well,
saying
I actually had it on top for many years. I found this lately because of my stroke, that if I put my finger a little bit lower like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me where I'll show. Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, so ideally you want to get this dead center on there. Now this is a matter of intonation, which all of us need to work on, but because we wiggle the bar so much, it's like it doesn't really matter that much. But you want to be able to center right on the fret line, So we'll talk about that down the road. The basic hold is your thumb is sitting on the strings, and this is on the strings.
It's muting the.
Yeah, it's just kind of muting all these. When you're gonna play the lower strings, you're gonna pull the bar way down there. You're
Right.
gonna use this part of the bar as your action area.
Right.
It's gonna be doing almost all the work.
Yeah.
Occasionally you need a big fat chord, and you gotta go like that, raise your thumb, get it off there.
Okay.
Okay. That way you have much better control. Now.
So you're having 2 or 3 strings with the thumb.
Just one.
Just one. The B.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a little sharp, just slightly.
All of them?
Probably, yeah.
All right.
So I'm looking at a tuner. Let me show you. Let me show you this.
Because I'm a little below the fret. The ninth.
Okay,
no,
well, you'll see it on your video. You can kind of see it here too. I have an old TU12 tuner, a T15 I really love because it turns the battery off automatically and it's a really nice chromatic tuner. So I tune my E's. This is just FYI. You don't need to worry about this now. But I tune the E's of my pedals down because that introduces any cabinet drop. If it's going to sag any notes, it's already built in my tuning. So I'm going to tune. It's just a little flat now. So I can look at this, pedals down, like adjust this note until I get right on 440. Now watch what happens when I let go.
Yeah.
Oops.
And that's your A pedal?
A and B, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's I think that's a really good practice to have an inline tuner that's chromatic. That could be either a Peterson tuner is very popular these days. It's a very good chromatic, and plus it has offsets, which means tuning each note more in tune with the guitar itself. Little flat, little sharp, varies. So that's a really nice thing to do. But I've trained myself to do it by ear. So I can hear it.
Yeah.
In theory, I can hear it a lot better. I really know what I'm into.
The one I've got is a
Probably the boss.
Ibanez.
Ibanez? Okay.
A little something or other.
Yeah. Is it like for a 6-string guitar?
Well, it's chromatic.
Oh, chromatic. Okay, so
it's about that size.
Okay, all right.
And it has a plug on either side.
Okay, yeah, just put it in line. It should go first right after the guitar and then into your volume pedal and stuff. So if you're playing a gig, you can back off the volume pedal and still see a note you're on the tuner.
Sure.
Okay. So our main chords, if we just look at the tuning, are just without pedals, without the bar on there. We're going to be playing, open E, of course.
Okay.
And so one of the things you really got to get a handle on first is grips. So you got to learn where the chord grips are. That means
right.
That's called grip 1. That's 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Now 3, 4, 5. Yeah. There you go.
That's grip 1.
That's E grip 1, and then move down one string. You play 4, 5, and 6. So the grip stays the same. Just pull it down one string. Grip 2.
Right.
Open E grip 2. Right. Now the next one is going to be strings 5, 6, and 8.
Okay.
And that's going to be grip 3. All right. The last one is grip 4, string 6, 8, and 10.
Right.
So all those are just the 1, 3s, and 5s in a major chord. That's all they are.
We would call it a piano inversion.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little familiar with some real music stuff. Not much. Few steel players are really trained musicians at all. They're just like playing country gigs. Oh, yeah, we're E, A, G. Okay.
Well, Luciano Pavarotti wasn't trained either.
Oh, really?
Really. Couldn't read music his whole life.
Well, that's how most of us are. I'll show you what tablature is. Maybe you've seen it already. It's
Sure.
a very crude but really clear way to illustrate, just by show and tell what's going on. Okay. All right. If we put pedals A and E down, we're going to get a 4 chord. This will be a open E, or E to A.
Right.
Okay. All right, let's put the bar at fret 3.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll play an open chord.
G.
3 frets up. Do you know what that would be?
3 frets up G.
Yeah. Right. Then play grip 2. Pedals down would be the 4 chord. And what would be the letter chord?
The 4 chord of a G would be a C.
Right. Yeah, this really, if you know your scales and your major diatonic notes, you're going to be fine. And the 5 would be just the whole step higher fret. So fret 5 with the pedal still down. Back to 4.
And to get a 7 of
We're not
dominant
going to talk about 7s. That's
yeah,
down the road.
Well, I need it on the first. That's why I'm asking.
Are you playing some song you need it on dominant 7 right away?
Pretty much every song.
Well, yeah, you
want to add it in.
Yeah, it's
for color.
But there's, again, several ways of doing each of these chords across the neck, so I want to go sort of methodically, okay?
Sure.
All right, so well, I'll show you one, okay?
Sure.
Okay, this is
Because all I can figure out is the low one, the open one.
Okay, here, let's play fret 5, pedals down. And that's the D chord and the 5 chord and the key is G.
Exactly.
Now go back to fret 3, D, and then we're gonna do some rocking on and off pedals now. We're gonna leave pedal B down.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, you have to train your foot how to do this.
Yeah, to rock.
Yeah, rock on and off. Yeah, so we're gonna rock off of A.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's still not a 7th.
That's hard.
Try that. Just practice that a little bit. Yeah, that's what you want to do.
But I'm not getting it.
Your pedal travel is fairly long, so it's going to be a little harder for you. But you don't want to. You got to keep your feet on A and B. Those are your all the time pedals, okay? Because you're going to be going. That's the sound of A pedal rocking on and off.
Right.
And then we let go B. We're going from a G sus4 to G.
Right.
I'm going to put more theory for you because you're such a
good
piano player. All right, so let's go from that close D and fret 5 again.
Sorry.
Pedals on, yeah. Let's go back, leave on, go back to fret 3. Rock on A. Now we're going to lower the E's. That's going to be your left knee right. There's your non-7ths.
That's nice.
If you leave A on, it's going to be dominant ninth.
Yeah, that's nice. Jazzy.
And you let go of everything, you're back to the root. Now hold the bar right. You should start with that.
Sorry.
Yeah. You don't need your index finger that far over. Paul, you can have it a little higher. Right. This will evolve over time. You'll develop whatever feels good to you and works for you. Okay, so
yeah,
whatever I'm saying is not gospel. You're gonna find your own way. All of us do.
The first 9 months was with the lapdogs, so this is new.
Yeah, this is different than lap steel. It really is. It's not gonna be the same hardly at all. You got slidey nose. That's about it.
But my brain has been analyzing the slant bar.
Good.
Because that was my only option to make my way through walk ups and downs.
Yeah, reverse lines for a sus4.
Right.
The precision of pedal steel is just unbeatable.
Yeah. And magical.
Says in the clouds, there must be clouds.
Right. It's magical because there's no movement in most of the notes.
Yeah.
That's what
it's
makes
seamless. It just morphs into chords morph into other chords.
Yeah.
Because if those C, lower the E's, I get the C, D9, D9.
Okay.
Let go of everything all at once, and then you back to your groove G.
Good.
So let's get a little practice. Just play, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4, 4. Let's get slower. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 chord, up 2 frets. Keep your thumb on the strings and get your fingers fanning out behind your bar. That's gonna quiet the string below your where you're playing actually. Keeps everything quieter. And see how fanned out my hand usually is. The fingers are usually back here. Sometimes they go like this, but usually they're like this. It just seems better. Okay, now let's slide back to the D7 with B and E. Just let go A.
So.
Pedals down C. B and E, let go with A. Throw the E lever on. There you go. There's your D7.
Damn it. It's that rocking is really hard.
Your teacher, your feet will learn. They have to learn where A and B are and B and C. So.
Yeah.
But we start with A and B. Those are the 90% of your work is on A and B.
You've heard of fat fingers, so I got fat feet.
Well, it won't matter when you got picks on it. It's easier to get in and out of strings with picks on it. You see that little skinny little thing. 5, 7 up here, I play the open 5, D at 10, open. Go back 2 frets with A pedal.
A pedal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now never take your feet away from the pedals. They hover over the pedals at all times. They must. Because you're going to need things really fast. You don't have time to go back and forth. I've seen some guys do it and they're slow players. So you don't want to be like that.
No.
Anyway, there's the D. Go back 2, we really got that's another D9. D on 9.
So that's a B only.
That's A, that's A only.
Okay.
Yeah, close. Well, close D again. Let's go back to B again. Now slide back 2 frets and rock onto A, just A. And learn how not to swivel your foot. Learn how to, again, it'll take some adjustment, I think, of your pedal height and stuff.
Yeah, Patrick wanted to raise the A.
Well,
higher.
That's generally, yeah, most of your pedals look like this. They're kind of like a U-shaped thing, scoop.
Oh.
So the A is always a little higher, because the action of the pedal A is a lot longer than pedal B. Pedal B is raising skinny little strings a half step.
Right.
So that if you feel you just feel how different the travel is, how little it is. You know, press that down. Versus A, which is a little bit farther.
Yeah.
You'll learn. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to talk about now? So last thing, let's just talk about across the neck with the scale degrees. Okay. Let's start with string 1. We'll do it open, no bar. So on top we got string 1 is the 2 or the 9. String 2 is the major 7. String 3 is the major 3rd. Yeah. String 4 is the root 1. 5 is the 5. 6 is the major 3rd again. 7 is the ninth, or add 2. 7, 9. 8 is the root again. 9 is the flat 7. Or dominant 7th, as you guys in the real music world would say. And then 5 again.
Okay.
Alright, so we talked a little bit about the pedals, but basically that's the main part of what we're going to do. 1, 4, 5, 1.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to correct your hand until you get it. Fingers fan behind it. Nestle the bar nestles between your thumb and your middle finger, just like that.
Right.
And you try to keep it as straight as you can as you move up and down the neck.
Right.
And then with practice, we're going to get information landing on the exact fret, because it's very deceiving. You don't have anything to feel. You just have this painted fret. It's weird. We know that in the left side. There you go. Yeah. So hand like this, feet always on pedals A and B. That's the main rules for now.
Maybe with a different pair of shoes.
Experiment. There's a little mind experiment over the years.
Yeah.
I've gotten more picky about it as I've gotten more into playing, for some reason. I used to play in street shoes, and that's fine. Tried cowboy boots, that never did work for me.
I wish I could put the pedals a little farther apart.
Well, they're about the right spot. See, that's where mine are. By the way, this pedal is what I call a 0 pedal. It's just an extra pedal that does some other stuff.
Okay.
But these are my main 2, A, B, and then C.
Right.
And we'll talk about C a little later. Okay, let's talk about major 6 chords. That would be of interest to you. Okay.
Sure.
So let's play a C close. That'll be fret 3, A, B down. Let's play grip 3, 5, 6, and 8.
Well,
I'm playing a close C. Go down fret 3.
oh, sorry.
Same grip.
Okay.
Okay. Now string 7 is the major 6 note, so that's how you get a 6 chord. like that, what you want to do is kind of rake with your thumb across just the low two strings, and just pick the top one at the same time.
Well, that's your. Let me see here.
You're playing a C already, yeah.
That's your Patsy Cline, but wrong inversion. And you do it up here, though. Anyway.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Practice is raking of a chord, and you don't need to rake all four strings, just those bottom two, so you get all four notes. Watch me. I kind of have exaggerated picking a little bit.
But you're doing all four.
All four, yeah.
Okay.
Thumb gets string 8 and 7.
Right.
So you can actually put your hand, practice. Put your hand in there, leave fingers in the strings 5 and 6, and just practice rating. That's the 5th and 6th.
Okay.
Press down hard on your bar. You're getting all, hear all that raspiness? That's the bar isn't evenly touching all the strings. So press a little harder. Not gigantic hard, just enough to get rid of that rasp. So that's one of the main ways we play major 6 chord on E9.
There's your bossa nova.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I don't play bossa nova. Good.
Okay.
Okay. Let's find out. There's one other main way to play it. If we go down 2 frets to fret 1, let go of pedals and add just the E lever by itself. You got another same version of the same chord. Right? Hear that?
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, that's lowering those probably the root notes of an F. That's a minor chord we add in this that string 7. Headed for the station with a pack on my back. Choo-choo squeaky.
Cool.
All right. Those are the main ways, really. There's very few other ways.
Okay.
If you want to play 6 chords like you do on the lap steel, there they are.
Okay.
It's all on the tape for you. Video. Down the road, because you like the 6 tuning better, you might consider a universal tuning.
Right.
Which is basically the E9, but with already those notes lowered, so you're in a B6 tuning, and then all of the notes are lower, like a C6, just a half step lower than C6.
Okay.
I'm talking about 10 strings.
This is what Jernigan plays, or played.
Yeah, he plays both brilliantly. He's a great player.
Right.
And yeah, but he's good at both of them. He's just phenomenal.
Right.
Oh man, there's so many guys that just spin my mind.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but do they have a lovely lady and do they have a nice lifestyle and whatever? A lot of them give up a lot to get that good.
Most of them, scuffle through life. Doing little gigs and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not really fancy, well-paid recordings at all.
Right.
Sometimes it is, if you're lucky, or you get a good gig like the guy with Lyle Lovett, blanking out his name right now. Anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
So they have kind of a career with an artist, which is really great to have.
You get picked up by Shania Twain or Garth Brooks.
Yeah. And there's the session guys like Paul Franklin, who just plays with everybody because he's just so good and tasty and clean and just
Right.
He's amazing.
No muss, no fuss.
Yeah, it looks so easy too. They make it look so easy, but it's just you try to do it yourself, you go, God dang.
Or it just sounds sloppy.
Yeah. Right. Or noisy or clanky.
Yeah.
It's hard to play really clean. You get it. You just keep at it, Obviously, you got to have real steady practice, like you did on piano in your early training days. You just spend, I wouldn't overdo it on practice, maybe half an hour at a time.
Okay.
Don't just burn yourself out on it, But keep at it every day. As many little sessions as you might have time for.
Right.
Just practice one little thing, each one, get that nailed, or start to get it nailed.
Right.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to turn to our handout. We've got a lot more to go through. I'll try to go through this as fast as I can, but I don't want to go too fast for you, so.
Okay.
We got through most of our, when we touched all this, so our outline is done.
Did we talk about oddball? And is that what you mean?
That
by
was strings
these?
7, 9, and 2. Yeah.
Right, right.
The rest of them are part of the major chords.
You know, when I first saw that D sharp, I thought, that's a typo.
Well, I'll show you a little bit of how it's used.
That's not in the chord. What's going on here?
Yeah, really. It's a funny tuning. You know, when you're first learning how to play, it's like, what's all this about? You know?
Right. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Can you reach that okay?
Yeah,
It's a little harder.
I can see it.
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's the full course syllabus, which hardly anybody gets through, but it's, you just look through that and you'll see it's all like, about 16 lessons.
Okay.
Gets you through most everything you would want to know about getting started on the
Okay.
Most guys don't learn that way. They just, learn on their own or get a lesson or two from the guy
Favorite song.
who's in their town. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. When I was learning how to play, I did a lot of going to clubs and just watching guys play and going, oh man, I love that guitar. It's beautiful. It looks great. It sounds great. Oh, those guys, how did they do that?
Right.
It's magic.
I think I've only ever heard steel guitar twice. Heard it once at the Tractor Tavern with a band I've long since forgotten in the late 90s.
Oh, that's in Nashville, right?
No, here in Ballard, Seattle.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then I saw David Lindley, the late David Lindley, play open up for Bonnie Raitt in the basketball arena, the Seattle Center
The
Arena.
fabulous acoustics, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, better than the Kingdome. That was a disaster.
I'm sure it was. I've never seen anybody. I don't go to concerts much anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I wish I had a club that I could, see a steel player in all the time. That'd be great.
Well, there's far few in this area. Certainly fewer in Nairobi.
Right. Well, that's the thing, is I'm the only guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, eventually you'll be the guy they go to if they play any country or swing or stuff like that.
Well, there's a lot of country going on.
Is it really?
Yes.
Good for you. Well,
There's a major artist, Kenyan guy, calls himself Sir Elvis. And in between songs he'll say, "Oh, thank you very much."
this guy knows showbiz.
And, he's a great big black guy,
Is he playing pedal steel or
No.
lap steel?
I think he plays the sixth string when he plays. And he's really a singer.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a necklace for him. And, wow, the old ladies, the white ladies, they just love it. They're just, it's like seeing Barry White.
Yeah,
They go crazy.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. So there's a lot of country going on, and if I wanted to, if I got good enough, I could probably join Sir Elvis's band.
And they play traditional country for a straight
2-3 nights a week, yeah.
Like wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. Well, that's your goal then. Like get good enough.
Well, not really. I got 3 kids and a day job, and But I could.
Well,
I could probably make some records.
shoot for that because nothing gets you better than playing out.
Right.
You realize where your weaknesses and strengths are really fast, like instantly.
Yeah. I have so far, but it's almost all weaknesses. But people seem to love it. There's something about the sound, even the lap steel sound.
Yeah.
That I had little kids coming up, and what's going on over here?
Yeah.
I never heard that sound before.
Well, I was a little kid that heard just on records.
Yeah.
The first song I was really influenced by was something by Boss Skaggs, really obscure tune, but it was really pretty steel play through an Echoplex.
Which one? Song.
It's called "We've Been Away."
Okay, I'll check it out.
John McPhee playing pedal steel back then.
Okay.
He's one of the Doogie Brothers now.
Oh.
Yeah, "We've Been Away." It's a really pretty song,
Yeah.
Tasty solo, but it's got an Echoplex, which really adds to the full dimension of the sound of the steel. I think.
Yeah, kind of a chorus, and reverb somehow.
All right, this page, flip through some pages here. You just read most of it on your own. Page X in your handouts.
Okay.
Just
got it.
Playing music is just 4 categories of learning: practice, chords, melodies, improv, all done in rhythm. That's it. I try to make it seem simple to everybody. And then part one is going to be lesson one here. So there's all the topics in this lesson. So we've gone through some of this already. I'm going to let you just read most of this on your own. You're not going to spend time doing this. It's technique, course overview, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk a little bit about cohesion. You see it on page 6?
So I'm sorry, I'm not to page 6 yet. What was the word?
Cohesion.
Okay, cohesion.
It's kind of mashed up words for pedal steel, something or other. Anyway, it's just basically how we
chord pedal arrangement.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I say that good. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's just a graph of what's on your steel. So all of us learn how to do this, and you're gonna fill in yours just as an exercise on page 8. It's a blank one there for you to fill in. So you're gonna label by your pedals and levers by letter, and then put in what's going on with each change.
Left knee left knee vertical. So that means no pedal?
Left knee vertical, you don't have that, so don't worry about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And not everybody has everything on this. In fact, if you look at right knee left, you don't have that at all, which is okay. It doesn't really matter.
Don't
I don't think you have it. Wait,
I?
no, you
I
do.
think I do.
No, your right knee left is strings 1 and 2. Hit right knee left. I believe I did that wrong. Hit strings 1 and 2. Yeah, they're both raising. They're going half step on string 1 and 2, and a whole step of 1.
Everything's going to, what is it, C sharp? No, D. Anyway.
Well,
they're traveling different distances, but
yeah,
getting
they
to
are,
the same note.
And the one on string 6 is just very optional. I have it on there, but almost never use that. I didn't figure out how to use it.
6.
I don't think. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, okay. Well, you got this. So let's talk about another way to play major chords.
Okay, great.
We're going to use both our inside levers, okay?
Oh. Okay.
So when we play an open E.
Isn't there a ladies' exercise machine?
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's aerobics for your knees and your thighs.
All right.
And string group 3, 5, 6, and 8. Just open E. Now engage your right knee left and your left knee right. So you're gonna squeeze in with your legs. Yeah. So you got another major chord inversion.
Well, hang on, that's the 5 I was looking for,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's 1 5, right?
Can I get a 7th in there?
Yeah, if you use that with pedal D.
I need a D.
Yeah. No, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work because you're lowering that string
Well, I
6.
can play string 9, but.
No, then it's on a 7th.
No.
Everything shifts in relation to each other, of course.
Yeah.
It's not as linear and apparent as your keyboard.
That's right.
So
shifting sands.
Learn how to shift your mind in the sand as well.
Yeah. I enjoy it. Okay. Looking forward.
Yeah, but your top 2 strings actually give you another major chord. That if you're placing 5, 2, and 1, and then you. Okay, yeah. Mine's on a tune. You're taking this major chord and raising that a 4th. If this is the 1, that's the 4. Or if this is the 5, you're going back to the root. Yeah, 5 right up tune.
And that's the 4, right?
Well, it's all relative, If this is the 4, that's the
right.
If this is the 5, that's the 1.
Right.
If this is the 5, not the 4th, either way.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So I want you to fill in your cohesion. Again, go carefully and make pencil and
Pencil, yes.
Don't do it in ink.
I learned that with the thing Patrick gave me.
Yeah.
Pen is a bad idea.
Did you like Patrick?
Yeah, he's a bit of an acquired taste, in today's world. People don't really use the phrase closet queen anymore. But he's from West Texas, right? So all's forgiven.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy to have something with such low miles.
Well, yeah, closet for the guitar. Yeah, it's really solid guitar. If we just lighten up the action on those two levers, it'd be easier to play, a lot more fun to play.
The two on the left, or do you remember?
No, it's inside ones, I think.
Okay, the squeeze.
No, it's the F lever. Yeah, left knee left, and right knee right.
Oh, the outs.
No. I've got a terrible memory of these, so I forgot which one they're stiff. You can tell me which one feels stiff.
Yeah. Well, they kind of all do. Anyway, he told me, well, you'll get used to it.
Well, that's true, yeah, but if you find a way to lighten it, you're going to be 10,000 miles away from a mechanic.
Yeah.
But you can learn on your own. It's be careful. It's so easy to fuck it up really badly. Just not know how to get back to where you were.
Right.
So
I've done that with a few basses and guitars.
Go slowly, just slowly. Don't. If you're not sure what you're doing, don't do it.
Right.
Or go on the forum and ask for advice. Pay that $5, and you can ask for tips and advice on stuff like that.
Right.
And okay. There are some good things, videos on YouTube as well, kind of stuff. Okay, let's look at page 9. We're going to learn how to start reading tablature.
Okay.
Okay, so my tablature, unlike most of them, has grade ends, the root notes of an open chord, 4 and 8. And it just helps you know where you are in the middle of a line. You're not having to go, they all look the same when they're all blank.
Mm-hmm.
So
those are the E's.
Those are the E's, right.
Okay.
That's my little innovation. It really helps read this much better.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Tablature is just really diagramming what's going on the steel. So if we see that 1, we're playing string 3 fret 1. Simple as that. That's all pretty obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at that last chord. It's got 8, fret 8, group 3, 5, 6, and 8, A and B. Now I'm indicating the finger there. T is thumb, 1 dot is index, and 2 dots is the middle. That's not the only way to play that, but for more complicated stuff, it gets fairly important to know what's going on there, or how it's played. I'm going to get a ruler, wrap you on the hands.
Did you go to Catholic school?
Yeah. I'm the mean nun.
Mine was named literally Sister Lorene Heck.
Heck?
Heck.
That's
Yeah.
ironic.
Yeah.
She'll give you heck if you do anything wrong, right?
Well, she's no longer with us, but she had a ruler.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about vibrato. There's a few ways to do vibrato. The classic way is really just kind of roll your bar.
Mm-hmm.
I found that a little awkward for me. Now, it doesn't matter what I do. I want you to find your way. I just kind of wiggle the bar, the front nose, like that. But for big fat chords, it's not as good because your low note's not going to get any kind of
Well, they're not going to travel.
note movement. Yeah.
Pivoting.
But for most of our chords are 1, 2, 3. I pull the bar back when I try to cover just the strings I'm playing. So instead of staying up here and going down here, I just pull everything down.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you can mute strings up here on the high end, and then won't get noisy and get in your way. That's kind of how I do it. Now Paul and Buddy Evans, those guys, they roll it just slightly, just enough to really give it some vocal quality, really.
Right. It's a bit much, isn't it?
That's a little, yeah. The rolling is more subtle, I gotta admit. Okay. That's basically all I want to say there. On page 10, we got some more examples of reading tablature. Now, we have those lines connecting chords there. So the first example, you got a G to C, open fret 3, group 1, sliding to fret 8 for the C. Oop. Yeah, so when you see those lines, that first note is picked and is ringing, and you slide it where we're going to go. There you go, good. You can sound it in tune.
Almost.
Close enough for country.
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
And others are just kind of different grips. Again, maybe the third one we're playing an open chord and then staying there and letting it ring. So we just play 8 and let it ring and add pedals.
Oop.
And the next one is starting with pedals down and just letting go. Okay, makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. The last one here is going from a C sus2 to an F. So
Okay.
we're playing fret 8 again. Just the B downs. We're playing grip 3, just B. Oop.
Just the B down, but not the left pedal in. Not the
Yeah,
seven.
just B on and rock off at A.
Alright.
And keep your foot over both pedals at all times. And those chords could have different names too. This would be a C sus4.
Yeah.
But adding that, raising the top note turns into an F. You know. Mainly we're concerned about how to read the tablature that I'll be giving you over time. No march nights allowed.
What's
Keep my
that?
ruler out again.
So why is this sounding badly? What's going on?
Probably the pedals aren't fully engaged.
Okay.
Keep it right. Yeah, you're playing an extra string somewhere. Something like string 7 or something.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. That's grip 3, 8, 6, and 5.
Right.
We get grip 3. Oh, actually, B on, sorry. Yeah, B on. Let it ring, and then leave B on, and then bring on that pedal A. Yeah. Play the shoes and see what works best for you. A lot of guys like moccasins too.
See what this is about.
No?
You don't
Well,
like it?
some guys playing bare feet, I don't know how they stand it. But some guys do play in socks. And don't do that. Rock off and rock on. Don't put your foot off for A. A, B, you're hovering over A and B at all times. There you go.
Yeah, maybe like a driving shoe or something.
Yeah, it's a good
With a
idea.
heel on the back,
Yeah, I like a pretty low heel for mine, but it's just me.
Yeah.
And occasionally I'll pull it off, and I know I'm not going to do anything, but usually I'm just hovering here. You gotta learn how to hover so you're not actually accidentally grazing something, partially activating the pedal. Okay, next page, let's see what we got here. Just a little more explanation of my tablature assembly you'll be seeing. That's all that is. Page 11, the top rock on. So we're playing, again, we kind of already did that, but this is just showing another way to write just one note coming on.
Sure.
So play this. Thumb down, thumb down. There you go. Fingers are good, thumb not so good. Hitting string 7, only 8, 6, and 5.
It's too high.
I think you need your shoe back on.
Yeah.
I try that once in a while, but never did work for me. The pedals are just too hard on my tender little feet,
Yeah, I need something like a half shoe.
I spent, when I moved up here, I was teaching a lot, and I just thought, well, I don't need to play out, so I don't need a shoe that looks any good. It's just
Right.
playing at home now, so I spent months going to shoe stores looking for something that felt right.
That's hard. You gotta like buy it, bring it home, and then return it. Huh?
Yeah.
Can't bring the
Finally, I
pedal.
did an outline of the shoe. This shoe was just right, and I took that with me everywhere, so I have a little template to go by.
Yeah, you seem to like this Champion.
Yeah, at the time they don't make these anymore. I can't find these anywhere. So
Well, they make other,
But they
shorts
don't have
and
this
sweatpants
smooth.
and stuff.
It's got a smooth, pretty smooth heat sole enough too. It's not real smooth, but it's not knobby and hard to get in and out.
Yeah.
Some guys can play that way. I just couldn't, you know. You find what works for you and you do that. You don't worry about what everybody else does.
Okay, so
Okay, I'll let you do the rest on your own, page 11.
string A.
Thumb up. Yeah, but again, rock off A and then rock back on. You don't want to swivel your foot like that. The other habit is really doing it correctly, yeah. And you might lower that pedal A a little bit. You know, that would make it a little easier. Do you have some idea of how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You just loosen
it's
that
just
little
a bush
blocking nut and just
yeah.
unscrew that a little bit. Not right now. No.
Oh yeah.
That's good. That's your homework.
Right.
And experiment. See if it might be too low. You know, you want the pedal A to kind of bottom out about the same height, or just exactly the same height.
Yeah, he raised it maybe a 1/16 of an inch above the B. He said, "Oh, that's the way most players like it."
Well, that's right. But again, when it's not on, it's kind of high. And that makes it harder to walk on and off for you.
Maybe I'll get to that point later. But for right now,
It's learning how to what's good for you and learning how to mechanically dial it all in. It's just a learning process.
okay.
Okay, page 12 is just the old Jeff Neiman tuning chart. It's pretty good. It's kind of how I tune basically. These are numbers varying from 440 on an electronic tuner. Turn the page. 13, 14 is just some photos of pretty good hands. So making it look like that. There's the pics on. There's another picture I didn't put on here. It's a joke. I think Will and Myron showed, pics like upside down. And I said, don't do this. I might put that back in there. Let's go to page 15. We're going to kind of look at.
Yeah, I think I had them upside down. I don't play with them, but.
Well, yeah, you might have. Yeah, when I started playing, I thought, well, they're like fingernails. So you put them, that's how you put them on.
Yeah.
And it's just whoa. Somehow I learned not to do it that way. But I think I played that way for quite a while on my double Fender double eight. And again, this was back in the early 70s. There was no video, no YouTube, nothing to go by. Yeah. Nobody in town that I knew of played steel. So you just kind of do what you can.
Yeah. Well, that's the story of my life. I'm in.
Look at page 15.
Continent. So this is your palm muting, huh?
Yeah, right.
Now, are you above the pickup?
It varies really. If you want a sharper tone, you move to the right more for a brighter tone.
Right.
If you want a mellower light, you can actually move down closer to fret 15 or so. Some guys do that, or some guys vary it too. I see a lot of guys play down here for a bit, and something they want to soften the sound of it, move down to fret 15 or so. So basically, let's talk about how to get into palm locking. You wanna just follow me. I'm gonna have my hand straight up and down like this. I'm just gonna put it down on the strings. The hand is gonna hinge about right here in your hand where it folds there. So you want to get that probably about string 3.
Yep.
Okay. Now just lay it down. Flop over. Now you're gonna one by one find the strings for grip 1. So I start with thumb. Get the thumb in there on string 5. Bring in the index, get it on string 4, and finally in the middle on string 3. Now, if you've done it right, it should sound like this. Now, don't lift it. Just pick. That's what you should hear. A thump sound. That means that your hand is blocking the strings that you're basically playing. And this will be much easier when you start learning how to use picks.
Right.
Yeah, so what you're going to do is kind of up and down. Don't come up too high, just a little bit. That kind of makes sense?
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good way, that's a good starting point. Not everybody plays with this kind of palm locking. There's other
it's called pick blocking, which is a real popular style now.
Sure.
I never could master it. I learned this for 30 years. I just couldn't change it over very well.
There are a lot of videos about it.
Yeah. My trouble was I couldn't get this middle finger to pick clean. These two fingers are okay. I use these for quite a bit. Pick block. But getting this finger back in to block that note is playing and getting the higher ones. Let's see this one. Well, pick blocking, you're basically playing a string and blocking it with one of the picks or your thumb pick. But for me, it just was torture. I just couldn't do it. I was playing really well with this style, and I learned this from Jeff Newman at his seminars.
Right.
So you can block chords, single notes. That's not very clean, but that's the idea. And then chords. And I want you to practice that a lot. Just go slow. You have a metronome. Listen to what you and record yourself. Maybe just listen to how it sounds. And go slow, much slower than that. Yeah, good. That's one reason I don't like playing key E, because if you're playing open, you gotta get that bar on you. There's ways to clean that up. It tends to be kind of noisy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. On page 16, just go through this on your own. The main things are in bold type there for mnemonics. Let's talk a little about the picks there. When you're going to play with picks, you don't want to leave them the way they came to you. You want to shape them a lot. So what I do is I'm looking for something like this. I want that tip to be higher than my fingernail so I don't get my fingernail caught. And I cut these nails really, really short to avoid any extra noise or problems. But you want to, the way I do the wraps is I pull these back and then tip them down. So they're actually more of a graded cylinder shape. So they fit better and just go up. They're not like biting into my nails like that or cuticles. Okay. And then I have needle-nose pliers with duct tape on them that I shape the picks themselves. I don't mar them.
Right.
Scratch them up. And just little by little curve it and stop and try them out as you go. See what feels right to you. You'll find what's best for your playing. But that's
Okay.
Let's see. Here we go. All right. So there's my index. Here's my middle. And FU.
So how far am I going to get before not using picks stops me?
Almost nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Again,
this is a right now problem.
Well, right now you gotta just bite the bullet and just practice with all the time with your fingers. And again, the string spacing is just so close you can barely you can't get it with a finger without blocking out notes you want to still have ringing. So you really just have to learn. You just have to learn, Just tough it out.
Yeah, like I say, I got a gig on the first. I'm gonna still be jet lagged.
Oh wow!
Right.
You play piano?
No, this.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
you're brave.
That's one word.
Maybe foolish.
Yes, exactly. That's more accurate.
Okay. So we're gonna.
Did I mention I'm the only one in a 10,000-mile radius?
Wow.
So yeah.
Amazing.
You have to import one from Europe.
Yeah, well, luckily
find a better player.
Here and got a good steal, so you're way ahead of the game.
We'll see. Still haven't transported it yet.
Well, yeah, that's another issue. But
yeah, I would love any wisdom you have on the subject.
Get a cart. I always had just a metal cart. It's this L thing on the bottom. Just put the case on there.
Yeah. Okay.
to save your back, yeah. All this is going to kill your back. If you hunch over when you're playing, you got to
Right.
make a point to sit up straight so you don't get messed up there. And get a roadie. Ideally, a pretty girl.
Right.
That even adds the spice of the gigs.
Sure.
Okay,
Well, I got a lead guitarist and singer's 8-year-old son who wants to learn how to play lap steel. And they're ready to throw money at me for lessons. And I'm like, dude, I can't give a lesson.
Well, I
don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Well, if you're playing lap steel, you know that six tuning. You already know that. And there are really lots of good books on lap steel instructional. Just use those, hand it to the student.
But maybe he's my roadie.
Well, it's fine. He can do both.
He doesn't have much of a back to carry this.
Well, he'll learn.
He can set up the pedals.
Well, we'll see. All right, Paul, let's go through, we're up to page 20. We've already kind of covered that. But let's look at some of the exercises. Let's turn to page 21. And again, these are really just practice regimens with a metronome of some sort.
Okay.
So I'm just showing you, practice with grip 1, and then move it up, certain number of frets. And make sure it's clean, make sure you're palm blocking. Here's how this would sound for me. Fret 5, fret 6, fret 8, 10, 13. So just pick the muted chords, that's all it is.
And then you're doing the next inversion.
Yeah, next one, same thing, same progression of chords, just on string, grip 2.
Right.
Right? So that's just all the grips across the neck.
Okay.
Now let's talk about ascending and descending. Look at page 22. So we're just going to practice grips 1, 2, 3, 4, one after another. So we'll look at the first measure there. We're playing fret 1, fret 0. Sorry. Now watch my hand. I want you to pay attention to how my hand moves.
Yeah. Okay.
Now when I get to the bottom, I still have to swivel a little bit to get that thumb down there. This is what I do. I guess you can do this, but I lose my blocking. So I want to keep the blocking part of my hand available there. Yeah. And again, wear picks. Gotta use the picks. These are all kind of the same thing.
Good. Okay.
So these are good home practice. I mean, these basics are so important.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's like learning your C, F, and G on piano, I guess, or something like that.
Sure. Yeah. Or your major scale.
Now, 23 and 24 is just talking about 1, 4, 5. This is for people that don't even know what that is, but we're in good shape on that.
Huh?
No worries. More grip exercises on 25 and 26.
Right.
Again, we're playing, the top we're playing 1, 4, 5, E, A, B.
Uh-huh.
And just across the neck.
Yeah.
And it's all with different grips. Very simple.
Good.
Let's take a look at page 26 though. This is called grip jumps number 1. So we're going to practice our jumping between different grips, and not necessarily consecutive, but alternating.
Okay.
So the first one's pretty easy. Just grip 1 twice, grip 2 twice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then once each on the next one. Right. Mm-hmm. Good. Then invert that. Excellent. You get an A already.
All right.
All right. These are just getting your hand in good shape for playing steel, knowing where your grips are.
Okay. Good.
You want to make that automatic.
Well, that's your Patsy Cline Walking After Midnight.
Yeah.
That's your jumping around.
Well, you can use those 6 I showed you.
Sure.
Is that the C or something?
It is.
Okay. Oh, get that left hand right. Never do that. Never do that.
Okay.
When you're playing on your own, imagine I'm there scolding you.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So see, you can play some six stuff on there. All right. Let's skip all over that. Let's look at page 30 now. All those grips are good to practice, but they're simple. So let's take a look at chords and blocking exercise number 1.
Okay.
And we're gonna again it's 1, 4, 5. Now the little dotted squares there just mean play. What does it mean?
Oh.
It means you play those. It's called
Use your
transition
buttons.
zones where something's gonna change. That's
Yeah.
right. All right. So go ahead and play a little bit of that. Again, this block. The last note there's the last chord is blocked out. Yeah. So you don't want to let that ring.
Yeah.
If it had lines, you would let it ring, but it doesn't have any lines, so it's just block that cleanly. There you go.
10.
A, B.
Oh, nice.
Back. There you go. This is 1, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay. And then if I do this, I get a 7, right?
Well, don't worry about that now. It's not there.
What's that?
Don't worry about that now. It's not in there.
Okay.
It's something you know in the background and work in eventually.
Mhm.
Or immediately if you want to for fun. It's okay.
Well, I'm gonna need it, is all.
And then number 2 is just a grip. Grip 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Pretty simple.
Grip 2. So we're here.
All right, we're kind of ready for a song on page 32. Good night, ladies.
All right.
I think every guitar string is first.
Ladies. All right.
Again, practice is really slow, especially this one because you're gonna have. Well, I'll show you why.
Okay.
Just watch me play. Watch everything. Watch my hands. Watch everything. Okay. So I'm gonna play this at this tempo. And that's pretty slow, but you'll see why. 2, 3, and. I can't read it. Okay, so down, down, down. You're 1, 2, 3 up here. Open 5 chord the D.
Okay.
And then back to open G. Now grip 2 up here at fret 8. Now this is where it gets tricky. If you go too fast, it'll be get you all tangled up.
Sure.
I'm playing a chord melody. The top note is my melody of the whole song. Just nice and slow. Yeah. Thumb up on the strings, please.
Doesn't sound right. Do we want that 6th?
There you go.
Where am I? I lost track. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Now those melody blocks going up from real well, going from fret 3 to fret 10 and changing grips. That's a lot going on at once, right?
Let's see. And that's the hard part of the song, right?
The last part is the hardest, going from grip 1 fret 3 to grip 3 fret 10.
Right.
That'll be the biggest challenge for you. Again, go slow and speed it up only gradually, if at all.
Yeah.
But no, the tempo I suggest is 54. That's what I started with on my metronome there.
Well, this says 84, right?
Oh, well, it does. Cross that out.
Okay. Well, that's the target. Eventually, you want to get there.
Yeah, but start at like 54. Yeah.
Okay.
But don't worry about the target. Just go as fast as you can. But if it's not clean, stop there. You know, work on that some more at that tempo.
No.
There you go. Yeah. No scooping into it. Dead on the fret. Okay.
Why is that such a hard thing?
Da-da, you're missing the string. Da,
What am I missing?
da, da.
So I really do need to press down harder, don't I?
Yeah, to get rid of that raspy, buzzing strings, yes.
Especially that 4-string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 string.
But there's just a little bit of pressure. You know, try to keep the pressure even across the bar, so all the strings are getting the same downward force.
Okay. Damn it. I mean, it's a nice chord. Here.
Yeah, that could be add string 9 for a 5/7.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
That's a challenge, you know.
Yeah.
As you
Yeah,
see.
it's definitely rubbing the head and patting the belt.
Yeah. Again, the first time you played it from fret 3 to fret 10, I heard this little zippy sound where you weren't really blogging it. The second time you got it nice and clean.
Right.
And I tend to have trouble with that too, so I practice.
Right.
Okay.
Clean and accurate. And this is with pedals. Same thing with pedals.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's travel.
Go ahead and look at it and play it down.
Okay.
You'll see there's only 2 frets between the chords now.
All right. So. Where are we? 5.
5.
Okay.
5 closed. There you go. Grip 1. Grip 1.
Nope.
Grip 1. Yeah, you're missing grip string 3 a lot. There you go. Yeah. So that's how steel players would play it, not doing this 3
Right.
to 10
Yeah.
nonsense.
That's lap.
But we're practicing, you know, playing a chord melody with our melody on top of the chords and learning how, by just time practice where they are, you know. So you can hear a melody on the bandstand, you know.
I'm not sure the F in your acronym is correct. Patience, practice, persistence, time.
I'm sorry.
It's a different F.
If you wanted something easy to play, go sell that now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
You picked one of the hardest instruments. It's complex. All this, you get every note's changing in different ways with all your gadgets here.
Oh, we'll get it.
Yeah.
Each one is a separate set of thoughts.
Yeah.
I just need to pound in each one, each pedal.
It's time in the seat. Time in the seat.
Yeah.
And remember, I'm always looking over your shoulder, virtually.
Right.
You thumb up on the strings.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
press down harder. Strings are rattling. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do mechanically to make, I guess I would call it the action lighter? On a lap, there was a little Allen wrench that I could raise this part of the guitar up.
Oh, well, let's talk about that briefly. Yeah.
So that there was less buzzing.
Yeah, in your little baggie over there,
Mhm.
goodies.
I've only got the
I included a tuning wrench.
Right.
the way this works is, go ahead and pull that out of there somewhere. Let me just kind of pull it back.
Just turn that down. Okay, is that enough?
Yeah, fine. Good, okay, great. I'll show you what we're looking at here. Nice little, there we go. All right. Let me get a flashlight too. Okay. All these rods are going in and out to raise or lower strings.
Mm-hmm.
The lowers are on the bottom, and you've got two lower holes. See, there's one there, one there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's two places you can connect the rods. That way you get more changes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there's three on top. So there's, and these probably are in the ideal positions, although something here is amiss because of all the action, or it could be springs underneath. But anyway, when you want to, say you want to raise string one more, you dial it in like this, clockwise this way, to get more of that action, or back it out to do it less. Sure. The same thing on the bottom of the same way. Make sense?
Yeah, but those are pedals and levers.
Yeah, but
that wouldn't affect this action.
Here, I'll push pedal A. I want you to watch what happens.
Okay.
You watch. There should be two rods moving in and out on the top. They're both raises.
Yeah.
See that?
Well, in the middle, really.
Well, they're on the top of the.
Yeah, top half.
Or actually, they're on the. I don't know where they are for it.
Yeah, they're the third hole down from the top.
Yeah. That should, when they're on that bottom hole, the action of the changer is such that should be a lower, easier to pull.
Okay.
When it gets closer to the axle, it's going to be harder to pull that. So that's why most big raises start down there. Use those holes first.
Okay.
Now here's your C pedal. You should see adjacent tuning wrench knobs going in and out. See that?
Yeah,
4 and 5.
way on the top.
Yeah.
Way up in the
First, really? Okay,
first holes.
Well, I would change that for me. Don't you do it. You need to know what you're doing first.
Mm-hmm.
Give it time. Just live with this. And if you get used to this when it's stiffer, it'll be a piece of cake when you learn how to make it easier. Because if it's on the top hole, that means it's going to be harder to pull that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would put that on maybe the middle hole above where the raises are.
Yeah, well, we've got three that are on the top holes.
Yeah, and here's that P pedal.
Mm-hmm. And that's really just one string.
String 6. Well, maybe it's a little change, so it'd be hard to see. It's strings 3 and 6.
Yeah, I see two levers going. Yeah, you're right.
Well, sometimes these interact and pull each other a little bit. It doesn't affect.
No, you're right. It's just moving very low.
Yeah. Same thing with levers. This is the raise. They should be going in.
Mm-hmm.
One of the top 3 holes. Mm-hmm. It's the lower. Should be.
Mm-hmm. Bottom holes.
Bottom holes. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. So that's the idea of the mechanics of it. Okay. Oh boy, you can see diagrams online if you do a Google search or go on the forum. Oh, and it's a pretty amazing little device that does that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we're done. You had enough?
Yeah. Well, my neck is killing me.
Okay, we're done.
As I mentioned, I wasn't joking. I got to cover my tracks. I got a very pragmatic wife. So, what do I owe you?
Well,
if I can pay it in cash.
We got here going about 2:30 or so. So I guess it's like an hour and a half. Not bad. Okay. That's a lot for just that little amount of time.
Sure. And can I take not only the pages but the binder?
Yeah, that's your handout. Not the binder. I'll keep that, please.
Okay. All right.
Let me go ahead and kill this now. Yeah, hour and 24 minutes, so probably an hour and a half. We did a little more with the setup and running all that stuff.
So, in terms of dollar amounts?
I'm terrible at math. I don't know.
Well, okay. What
72 an hour times
72?
Yeah.
Is let's see. So that's 35.
Half of an hour is 36, and 72. How much is that?
So it's
It's
108.
108, right. Is that good?
I don't know if I have the 8. I have a 10.
I can find change, don't worry.
Let me see. Oh, well,